So I don't know how United fans would feel about Graham Potter coming after what happened at Chelsea, etc. Just something important, I think, in the background of this Ratcliffe meeting Potter story. They've met before because Ratcliffe tried to bring Potter to Nice. So it's not just like, hey, hi Graham, this is Jim Ratcliffe. I fancy you as a United manager. They have history. They have been in contact a lot in the last 6 to 10 months, really. So I don't know what they talked about, and maybe they talked about United. Maybe Ratcliffe really wants him at United, but they've met before. They interviewed him for the Nice job. They had a long chat. They spent a lot of time together. So, and that probably would help Graham Potter if he was a race between him and Lopetegui or somebody else. So that's all I want to say, because maybe United fans didn't know that detail.
Yeah, I think it's important to put that in context. As far as Lopetegui is concerned, I like Lopetegui as a manager, but he comes with the baggage of George Mendes. And again, and then this is, I think, is a good transition. When people, we had the question on our Champions League talking points on the website, is it time to move on from Ten Hag? I think, and my saying is, no, you can't move on from Ten Hag until your house is in order.
Yeah, that's
right.
True.
Because the most important thing is who is going to decide who Ten Hag's replacement is if you move on from him. In a normal club, in normal circumstances, best practice, I think, is you have a director of football who does that in accordance with the chief executive and the owner, or owners in this case, right?
Yeah.
Of these kind of 4 elements, right? You have, right now, you've got Joel and Avram in place representing the Glazers. We don't have Sir Jim in yet, not officially. I mean, it's going to happen, but it's not done. It's not dusted. Nope. We don't have a chief executive. We have Richard Arnold, who's on his way out.
Yeah.
And we have a director of football who, we both know people who know John Murtaugh really well. I don't know him personally, right? But they say he's a good guy. He's got an eye for a player, whatever else. It's one of two things. Either he is really competent at his job and does have a good eye for a player, but did not feel empowered to operate as a director of football, stroke sporting director, because for whatever reason, because there's a tradition at United of backing the manager first, and it's kind of a
Ten
personal
Hag to
thing.
charge, clearly.
Okay. Or he's not good at it, or he has been involved. He's not good
both,
at it, right? Or maybe a bit of both. My first question, if I'm Murtaugh, is what is my future at the club, and will I be empowered to do things? Because if I'm not, then you need to then bring in a director of football, which I would imagine might be something they might want to do. You have to do all those things.
We know that it's going to happen, right? As soon as Sir Jim Ratcliffe is in, he's going to bring, I think he already has the sporting director, whether it's Paul Mitchell, Paolo Maldini, Dougie Friedman, whoever the other, because they would have received a lot of calls from people wanting that job, trust me. I'm not saying neither of those three are better than, but I'm just saying there are 3 names that are in contention.
Then for that reason, until that all gets done and sealed and you can calmly evaluate the situation, you don't make a change.
No, I agree.
You don't make a change now when, I think they have something like, they've got these 2 games before Christmas, right? Then you can't have this kind of knee jerk and come in.
No, but they would not sack him in now anyway. They would not sack him until Jim Ratcliffe comes to the club. So that might be after the new year now, potentially. They won't do that. Nobody's in charge now anyway to do that, like you said, because it's such a mess again. So they would not do that now.